Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to do my second layout to play along with my series She's Crafty kit. And I did my first layout with this Summer Market by Cartabella. I'm going to do another one with it, but then I think I'm going to have to start integrating the Pink Fresh product next because I use a lot of pattern paper. It just happens. So this is a bunch of Fab Cartabella Summer Market. I have more of the Summer Market, but I also have adhesive brads. I've got a doily. I've got enamel dots. Let's see. These I'm thinking were a fail in my kit. I'm going to just turn them around. Let's go ahead and say they can't hang out with us. I've got little puffies. I've got some little textile pieces. So I have that. I only have a very, very, very small amount of little ephemera pieces that go with this, which is fine. I've got all kinds of Pink Fresh goodies. I have stickers. We have the things. Okay, that was my point. I also have two photos. So you can see that there's a little printing error here. It's no big deal. They're not great quality photos. That's also fine too. It's just documenting memories. So this is my oldest daughter, this is my youngest daughter, and this right back here is the East Bay in Traverse City, and we went there for the sunset. Okay, so I will use the pictures regardless. I'm on this big thing where I keep using either pre-printed pictures or like pictures that, well, they're all pre-printed that are in here. Pictures that I might have printed for something else, or pictures that didn't come out quite perfectly or whatever. We're using them and we're doing the thing. Okay, so we have that. I'm also trying to include flair on every layout because I have so much flair that it is amazing. All right, so I had subbies ask if I would include challenges or show challenges of what I'm doing with these layouts as I go. So the first one, I did a challenge that counted for like a 3-in-1 challenge. So go ahead and watch that video. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and do a scrap squad scrap lift. This is day 1, and this is on Facebook under Scrap Squad. This was the day 1 spring. Let's see how they phrase it. Day 1 Scrap Squad 12 days of spring scrap lifts. So it looks like this, right? And then you can blow it up a little bit and you can see it just a little bit better. So we've got a big old white background. We've got some mixed media, so we can do that easily. Now this is interesting. Now it looks like they're doing like an 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 10, whatever. I'll do a 12 by 12. But they do have like a cutout square that's all scuffied up. Embellishment cluster here, and a whole bunch on the bottom. I'm like, awesome, we can use things. We even have a nice little flare there. There's puffies. Ooh, an acrylic piece. Very nice. So we've got all of these really great, fun things, right? Yeah, and like I said, a little bit of mixed media, which will help me deal with that somewhat terrifying, white space thing. Now, I'll trim these out, put them on white cardstock, I'll mat them, all that in a minute. Now, for my pieces, I don't have tons and tons, right? So, to make a 12 by 12 square look cute, I will use, or that square that's cut out and then gutted, I will use this piece because that's my one big piece I have left. Now, I have a piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock, so I will use that. So let's go ahead. There's a pretty big border around our inspiration piece. So let's do, I don't know, should we come at like 10.5 by 10.5? I think we could try that. 11 by 11 just doesn't seem that big. I don't know. 11 by 11 doesn't seem like it's going to give us quite enough of a border. So we'll do 10.5. And if it doesn't work, that's okay too. It's all right. It's just paper. So we have that. So we are going to have, oh, that's about perfect. Then if it's 10.5, I just want to come in and have like a 1-inch border around everything. So I'm going to go ahead and create my little mat. I'm going to have paper that I can mat my photos in, and that's fine. I will scuff it all up. Then I got to hunt down some mixed media. So I've got the cutest little frame cut out. I think that's going to be super cute, and I still have to scuff it up. That's going to happen in a moment. But I thought I would get some mixed media. Now, I tend to use packages that I get product in a lot. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab some of this paint. It's called Golden Wheat. It's a shimmers paint. And oh guys, I just got it on my board. There we go, just making a messy. Nothing fancy about that, right? And all around this area is where the mixed media is. I'm gonna do a little bit of splatters and some splatters up here too, because this is where my secondary cluster is to go according to the Scrap Squad. So I'm just gonna do the packaging technique. It'll look like an absolute hot mess, which is totally fine. Guys, it's reading as like a metallic gold. Look at how pretty that is. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and go out just a little bit more than you might think, because we have no idea. No idea whatsoever about where everything is going to end up. I'm getting a little bit of water into that bit that I splatted on the ground. And I'm going to create some splatters up here. And I wanted to go ahead and do this part now because, let me get this off my hand, because then it can dry while I go ahead and, yeah, apparently I don't splatter and talk. It can dry while I'm scuffing up that cute little frame that we're making. I feel like I should kind of splat that as well, because there's like you know, the packaging technique in the other corner. So just a little bit of that same technique for continuity. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna let this dry. And guys, Shimmers paints. This is the original kind called Shimmers, and it already has a liquid in there. Is there anything else I should tell you? I'm on the design team, so I always feel like whenever I use Shimmers paints, which is like daily, I always feel like I'm like in teaching mode. I don't know. When you guys order them, put my name in the comments, get a freebie. That's my point. Yes. Okay. I'm going to scuff up my frame, let that dry, and I'll meet you right back. I have the base of the layout done. I went ahead and double matted my photos together. And this is a chipboard piece from the Chipboard Phrases. I was looking for a title. I just felt like I should get somewhere close to a title piece. Now, a lot of these pieces are gorgeous. They say summer blooms, fresh squeezed lemonade. None of that really makes sense. So what I think I'm going to do is have my title read Happy Sunset. And then I will start working on all the stuff to kind of blow out this cluster and then the mini cluster right here. But if I've got these pieces going, I feel like, you know, like the base of the entire layout is done. So I have Happy Sun, and I think because of my space, sun and set will be two different lines. Happy Sunset. And I've had these alphas for a number of years. Happy Sunset, I think will work for that. Okay, I'm gonna put these to the side. At least I used them. Now I need stuff to really build out this cluster. I don't know, guys. I've got this beautiful banner here, which I love. I think I'm gonna grab this banner piece here and put it under wherever the photo will be and kind of build right around that. Now, the foam pieces that you can see on the back of this, these were all these kind of like Frankenstein ones that I had on my desk, and I like to use them up when I get to a point that I start having too many bits and pieces laying about. So that's what that is. So I'm going to do this, make sure that it's kind of lined up, kind of. That's down forevermore. And now we're just going to start building out the cluster. No big idea of what I'm doing yet, which is fine. Oh, do I want it like that? Ooh, or do we do that and it looks kind of like it's a, what do you call it? It's not a canopy. It's not shutters. Guys, what do you call it? That overhangy thing. What is it? An awning. My daughter said awning. Okay, so we have an awning for no good reason, but it looks kind of cute. So yeah, I'm going to pop off camera, detail cut out some pieces. Like my die cuts, that's what I have left of, like, you know, the ephemera die cut pieces. So I am going to just spend a minute, start coming up with some kind of fun cluster ideas. And before I tack it all down, I'll come back and show you how it's going. Now, I'm in the middle of like building out clusters, and I love this piece here. I'm gonna just go ahead and fussy cut out those floral pieces. Love that. And if you look at what I'm doing, I kind of am concentrating on the strawberries and the fruit bits and all of that. Now I am gonna go ahead and cut out a couple of these large floral clusters, but the last layout I did was basically based on the flowers, right? And this one is based on the fruit with flowers. Does that make sense? I don't know. I think it's fun if you kind of start grabbing little theme pieces. Like, do you see how many tiny little cute strawberries on there? It's just freaking adorable. So more of this is getting used. I like that. And I'm building out clusters. This one's getting pretty nicely built out, but I need a lot more floral stuff. I'm almost out of the fruit stuff, so now we're on to the florals. So I went ahead and, oh guys, that is going all over the place. There we go, that's a little bit better. I went ahead and detail cut out a bunch of flowers to fill in those spaces, so I think that looks way better. And I wanted to bring some here, and of course we see this cluster here. So I've got to get all of these cute little things tacked down. Ooh, that's an actual sticky sticker. Who knew? So I want to layer the things, because I always do. I want to make sure to bring in like a good amount of these little strawberry goodies because they made me very happy. There we go. So that's what we have going on here. Ooh, I wonder if up here we can do, oh, absolutely. That's where we're gonna do the next piece of that cluster because there's nothing up there that's important to this layout. Okay, I'm gonna get these things tacked down. I want to see which ones of the Scrap and Happy Studio Flair will work. Let's see. You know this like turquoisey color that reads Capture Today? I think that would be good. Let's see. Already has like an adhesive piece that works. Not there. Ooh, right there. Perfect. And I'm totally fine if we cannot read all of the writing on Capture Today. It's about the camera for me. So let me get rid of that packaging. What else do we have in here that works? Let's see. Oh, the Hello Cutie in yellow might be a good one. Although we don't really have any hearts going on this. All right, I'm gonna chuck that idea. Let's see. How about, let's look at these florals. So I've got blue there. I can bring in a little bit more yellow here. I think that would be cute and have a little bit of shine, and then maybe something down here. I'm going to probably have to go with this lightest. Well, you know what? This seafoam kind of green color actually works. So I'm going to bring that one right down here. Okay, so we have Scrap and Happy Studio Flair, which is what we're trying to do to use stash there. Let me get these pieces down, and then I'm going to look at the other pieces that are in my kit to see what I can kind of add things to. All right, so I have all these pieces down, and it's really full and it's fun. This is this piece I cut out of the flower cart, and it fit into that little spot perfectly for my title. So that was kind of a happy accident, but I really like it. I'm looking at these pieces here. Now, you know how this is a totally different collection? It picks up on more of like a deep, deep red, as opposed to kind of like this, I don't know, cherry red and corals and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't all work, it kind of works. Doesn't work, kind of works, you know. So I think this time I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of these little cute pieces and just kind of sprinkle them around. I've got only 2 of each. I really wish that Echo Park would do them in like 3 yellows, 3 pinks, 3 blues. But alas, they do not. So we just have to use what we have and go with it. Now I do love, ew, sorry about that. My dog just hacked. I do love that we get them in self-adhesive form. I think that's awesome though. Where do I want this one? It needs to be over here somewhere. I'm going to just tuck it right under there so we see something underneath the flowers. Okay, we have a couple of them. See, these pieces are just okay. So, we have 1, 2. I like this blue. Maybe that will work to come just over here. Oh, I like that. So I have 1, 2, 3 there. I have 1, 2. Let's see if we can find one more. I think we might be able to use this red plaid. It's kind of like a gingham. So let's see where. Oh, like just tucked right under there. That's perfect. So it's kind of hidden. 1, 2, 3. So we have that. We've got a lot of the chipboard on here. I'm going to see if I can get any of these pieces on. Let's see. Do you think any of them match? Like, look at these colors. They're not super great, but, and I probably have to come in with a little bit of, I'll probably have to come in with a little bit of liquid glue too to keep them down because these definitely are not new. All right, super cute though. Now I have really strong black here, so I find that I can grab a little bit of black is what my daughter is chopping something next to me. I was making sure she wasn't doing something naughty. Let's see. Oh, look at, here's a big one. This is a really cute, big black and white little heart. I'm going to partially tuck it for no good reason. I just like that torn bit. So I have that. And yep, it looks totally like I'm going for it with these little black and white pieces, but I think we need something for these strong black and white bits that I have here and there. All right, so I'm going to grab any of them that have this cute little outline kind of thing. I have one more here. So I have that. I have that piece over there. I have that. I feel like, do I do this? And I'm kind of bring in another enamel dot. So we have that. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Now, I still have some enamel dots. That's not an issue. But what I want to look at is grabbing all of these little tiny, guys, that one's not cut. Like this piece here isn't cut. That's kind of funny. Okay. So I'm going to grab the little stickers that have been kiss cut properly that have strawberries. It's pretty specific. It's so funny that one's not done yet. Is that it? Yes, these are these cute little tiny roses. Those can be used on another layout. So I just wanted to look at tucking in cute little strawberry bits wherever. And I only have 3, so it's not going to be terribly hard, but just have things sticking out a little bit, a cute little bit of a red tone. Okay, now enamel dots. I've used tons of this aqua shade on my last layout because it's super worked. So why don't we go in with a bit of yellow, a large yellow. This one I will do a medium aqua and then a small yellow. Fine. Over here we can go, let's see, maybe with a large aqua into this cluster. I have a lot going on there though. Maybe I will go large aqua down here. I want it to go over that sticker strawberry though. Let's pick that up a little bit. We have that. And then we can have kind of like a small or a medium and then a small. Great. And then maybe over here, I will start with a large yellow and a medium yellow, and then that small aqua, just because I really wanted to use up those aqua pieces. Yikes, come on. There we go. So no big deal on that. Now what I think I'm gonna do is come in and just do some splatters with this same Shimmers paints, and then we are going to call this one done. So aside from a little bit of mixed media, that's what I have. I used lots of the goodies in this collection. I feel really good about it because I've already used this kit before I brought it into the She's Crafty kit. So guys, that's what I have. I used a Scrap Squad, Scrap Lift Spring, Scrap Squad, Scrap Lift 1 to inspire me to create this layout, guys. I'm going to have still shots right there, and I'll see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye for now.